And the first one up, well, here we go, folks. Quarterback battle number 3 has been confirmed, and the new starting quarterback for the New Orleans Saints is, drumroll please, Jameis famous eat a W Winston. Sheesh. Well, I mean, I think we all saw this coming after preseason game number 2, where Jameis Winston absolutely let it fly, let that thing loose. 2 big 40 to 50 yard bomb touchdowns to Marquez Callaway. 1 double covered for a touchdown, 1 single covered. Perfect catch, perfect throw, and another touchdown. So Jameis Winston, I got to give this man all the credit in the world, truly going out there and winning that quarterback duel. He wasn't favored. We kind of heard. We don't know how much this is. We only saw kind of one person on Twitter. He was blue checkmark verified, but he said, in the beginning, the Saints were like, yeah, we're kind of leaning towards Taysum Hill. So it's not like Jameis Winston had kind of the leg up in the competition. It kind of like Drew Lock did, just because he's been there a little bit longer. Taysum Hill was, with the Saints for the last couple of seasons, so a little bit of a leg up, a little bit more familiar with the offense, a little bit more familiar with the wide receivers and Sean Payton, and was able to learn under Drew Brees for more years than Jameis Winston did. But Jameis Winston went out and won the starting job. Absolutely fantastic. So we got to give it up for Jameis Winston out here for, looking absolutely magnificent. Now, he's going to have to keep up this level of play, and we believe he can. We actually know he can. We've seen this man be a starter in this league, and we can look at his stats. They're absolutely very good. Obviously, the interceptions is obviously the one red flag on the man. But I mean, that 5,000-yard season, folks, that 5,000-yard season, coveted 5,109 yards. But, unfortunately, you get the 30 interceptions as well. But, I mean, I can rock with 64% completion percentage, 63% completion percentage. Would like to see that up a little bit more. But that was back in 2017. So, we do need to see it a little bit higher. We'd like to see him around 65. But, a season off, looking to be as good as he was with that Bucks team in 2019. And we know when he had that infamous 30 for 30 season, learned under Drew Brees, has some great wide receivers. Obviously, he's not going to have Michael Thomas for the first couple of weeks, but I mean, do they even need him anymore? You got mother-loving Marquez Callaway that just kind of came into this league in preseason game number 2. So hopefully this passing offense can still be great with Jameis Winston at the helm. We'll see if Taysum Hill still kind of returns to his tight end role, because he still can have a nice solid fit here in the offense overall. We know his kind of skill set at the tight end position, and he can also throw the ball, so a little bit of trick plays. I don't think we're not going to see any Taysum Hill this season, but Jameis Winston is going to be the starting quarterback. So very well done to Jameis Winston out there for going out there, winning the starting job for the Saints. Got to congratulate him, and we definitely hope he can kind of resettle in as a starting quarterback, get some wins. That's kind of the other little bit of red a red flag, a little bit of a knock on Jameis Winston. It just doesn't result into wins. 6-10 rookie year, 9-7. That was his best year. Year 2, then 3-10, 3-6, 7-9. So we do need to see him kind of start winning some more games, like what we say about Teddy Bridgewater. We need to see him win more games. It's great that they're going out and winning these starting quarterback battles, but you do now need to take this next step. All right, first step was winning the job. Now I can go out there every single week. All the pressure's on me now. I mean, they just fought for a month to see, all right, who wants all the pressure? You want the pressure of leading a franchise to wins and being a playoff caliber team? Because the New Orleans Saints, folks, I mean, they know winning. I mean, they've been known winning for the last 15 years, always pretty much having a winning record, always pretty much getting into the playoffs. Not as good as that Patriots dynasty with Tom Brady when they were winning Super Bowls every year, but there still is a huge level of expectations for the Saints team. And Jameis Winston is going to have all that pressure on him to go and produce and get it done. Now, we believe he can get it done, folks. You cannot have this statistical season that Jameis Winston did in 2019. This is why we still have faith in Jameis Winston. The 5,000-yard season, the 33 passing touchdowns, absolutely magnificent. I mean, that is such a coveted group of 5,000-yard passers where you got to have at least some reservation of a special place in our heart. So if Jameis Winston can put up those numbers in 2019, hopefully he can kind of put up those same numbers while resulting into wins. So that's definitely going to be something that we're going to have to look at. And like no Michael Thomas, may be a little bit tougher for him in the beginning, but Marquez Callaway, if he's going to have that great chemistry like we just saw in preseason game number 2, just going to him consistently down the field, trusting him to be open, trusting Marquez Callaway to find the ball in the air. I mean, we go back to that first Jameis Winston touchdown in preseason game number 2, and it was double covered, and it was still a good ball overall thrown, but Marquez Callaway deserves a lot more credit for finding the ball in the air. That was a little bit, low into the, a little bit more inside, and no defender was kind of looking and playing the ball. So Marquez Callaway deserves a lot of credit for helping Jameis Winston get the starting job. Now, Taysum Hill has been truly disappointing. Going into this offseason, when we knew this was going to be a quarterback battle, we thought Taysum Hill should have been the starter. But he has done nothing to show us that he's truly earned that position. We've heard nothing great about Taysum Hill the entire offseason. It was always up and down. He'd have like a touchdown and an interception, or 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions in practice, just never truly proving that he should be the guy. And then preseason games start to come, and once again, Taysum Hill is not doing anything special to go out there and prove that I deserve to be the starting quarterback for the Saints. So in that regard, we're truly disappointed in Taysum Hill for just not being good or consistent at all here in the last kind of month and a half. This was his big chance, his big opportunity, sitting behind Drew Brees for multiple seasons, being a tight end and showing that skill set, showing his dual threat ability last season when he started a couple of games, and showing that kind of deep ball. He doesn't have as good of a deep ball as Jameis Winston does, but he still is able to kind of make all the throws needed on the field. Plus, you give him the dual threat. It really seemed like it was his job for the taking, but he just never went and took it. He honestly was so lackluster, and I'm very disappointed in Taysum Hill. I thought we were going to get a better showing out of him in this offseason, and he just never kind of exploded onto the scene. He just never did that. So very, very upset with Taysum Hill. But, hey, we get Jameis Winston back in the league. Hey, this is your second opportunity, your second shot. Go and make the most out of it. And we truly believe that Jameis Winston will. So congratulations for Jameis Winston making the starting spot for the Saints. A lot of pressure on you, but we think Jameis Winston can handle it. I mean, we've been seeing this man work out and get better. He does seem to be a little bit of a better leader. We've had some examples in the offseason, him at camp with some kids, kind of hyping them up a little bit. We'll see what his kind of quarterback breakdowns on game day are like. That's kind of a big tradition with the Saints of Drew Brees just absolutely murdering those pre-game speeches, just getting everybody hyped, getting everybody to buy in, getting everybody ready to run through a brick wall, because we got some football to be played, 4 quarters, 15 minutes each, and you gotta be out there every single play, getting it done, smashing head to head against other grown men. And Drew Brees was the master at getting those guys ready to rock. So let's see if Jameis Winston can kind of, keep that up, keep the wins up, and try to get this Saints team back to a Super Bowl that has eluded them the last couple of years with Drew Brees. It's unfortunate, but those are the facts. Drew Brees just couldn't really get it done down the stretch the last kind of 3 seasons. Truly unfortunate. So congratulations to Jameis Winston, and Taysum Hill, man. A little disappointed in you. Truly. I don't know if you're going to get another shot. I mean, can he get another shot? Does anybody kind of, do this? If the Saints ever let him go, does a team just kind of pick up Taysum Hill? I don't know. So I think he may have blown his one and only shot to be a true starting quarterback in this league. What a pity. Alrighty. Then we get this other tweet here by Adam Schefter. Saints players were spotted yesterday congratulating Jameis Winston, who locked up the job with a strong performance during Monday night's preseason win over the Jaguars. So that is truly interesting. Hopefully, when it's not like officially announced, it's just insider information here with Adam Schefter. I don't see this kind of decision being fake or being reversed at all. But I would like to hear from Sean Payton on the decision overall. How close was the quarterback battle? Will we kind of hear Sean Payton say, yeah, he actually won it? We were kind of giving Taysum a little bit of a leg up in the beginning. So when it officially gets announced by the team and Sean Payton, hopefully we get a nice good quote there by Sean Payton on how this quarterback battle actually looked from the inside, since unfortunately we are not on the inside, we are on the outside and just watching and judging. So Jameis Winston, folks, the starting quarterback for the Saints. All righty, let's talk about